Crafty Kate and I run a small crochet business. On this channel we talk all things yarn and crochet. For this week's video I have a whole bunch of pattern tests to share with you that I've been working on the past 2 weeks, and I also want to count how much yarn I used in December and we'll go over that. And then I also have a couple of orders that I received recently, a yarn order and then an order from What's Up Cupcake Crafts that I want to share with you guys. So we have lots of fun stuff to get through. So I'm going to start with all the pattern tests. I did 4 different pattern tests in the last 2 weeks. So real quick, I wanted to share this one again with you. It was in the last video, but I'm going to share it again. So I wanted to show these guys one more time because the pattern is finally released. So this is the Lioness pattern from Snuggle Beans Crochet, and it is finally out. So I will have it linked down in the description. She also released a male lion, a sloth, and a zebra. And then there's an awesome mod for a horse for the zebra pattern on her Instagram. So I can't wait to make the horse. But these are my 2 lions. So this one I made exactly as the pattern says. This is Parfait Plush yarn. I did 6mm hook and I followed everything exactly. These are 30mm eyes, and these are actually from What's Up Cupcake. Christine, thank you so much. They are gorgeous. I love this little lady. And then for the Black Panther, the only mods I did was I didn't follow the color change for the nose, and then for the tail, I just started with 6 and a magic ring and continued up. You can see the little lion has a little bit of a point and some increases, so I just skipped those. But that's the only things I changed. So these are 30mm eyes again. These are just disc ones, they're not painted. This is Parfait Plush yarn, 6mm hook. Absolutely in love with the splooting patterns. I do the longer body option and I add weighted pellets to the bodies. And they are just the cutest thing in the whole world. So there's that cutie. So these are finally released, so I will have them linked down in the description if you haven't gotten them already. Okay, and then the new ones, if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen some of these because they came out earlier this week and last week, but I wanted to share them again. So here's the first one. This is Cookie the Market Koala from April from the Cozy Buckeye. And it is so cute and quick. There's no tail or anything. It just has bobble legs. It's no sew. You surface crochet on the ears, and I did faux fur for the last round of the ears to add some fluff. These are 18mm eyes, and I used a 6mm hook. And yeah, so cute. This faux fur yarn that I use, the company that I was buying from went out of business, so you can no longer get this exact stuff, but I did recently order the faux fur from Premier, and it seems very similar. I haven't used it yet, but that is on my list to try out, so should be similar to this one. But yeah, this one went out of business, so I'm not going to share what it is. But yeah, so there's Cookie the Market Koala. Super quick and easy. I think these will be fantastic for markets, especially if you have a lot of other loaf type animals. It's always good to have a little variety, so this is a quick one to add. So cute. Thank you so much, April, for having me test. Okay, and then the next one was Eddie the Fox from Stacy Makes Apple Tree Boutique. So she came out with a fox, a triceratops, and I think a dinosaur. Don't quote me on that. There are 3 new ones. And they all have the overalls option, dress option, plain option. She has some free mods on her Instagram. There's like cute little, a bandana, a scarf, all kinds of fun things you can add to them. So this is the little fox version. I used Elise Veludo for the orange, black, and white. And then this is Premier Basic Chenille tie-dye. And I used 18mm eyes for this one as well. 6mm hook. And I did tack the tail up. That's optional. If you leave it down, some people were saying it helps it stand up on its own because it can kind of prop up on its tail. But yeah, great little pattern. These guys work up really quick. They're low sew. The only thing you have to sew on, I believe, is the head to the body. And then like accessories, so the pocket on the overalls you sew on. The little straps are crocheted, surface crocheted on. And the arms and the tail are crocheted in as you go. But yeah, what a little cutie. So there's that little guy. He is cute. Okay, and then the last one, I don't know if it will be released yet. It is not currently released as of recording this video. She doesn't have an exact date set for release, but I wanted to show you anyway because I finished it. So this is the new tiny dragon from Handmade by Jody. And he is so cute. So he is stuffed. He's not a snuggler like the other one. And his wings are a lot bigger. Very cute. He kind of sploots. You tuck his little hands under his chin. But he's so cute. This one does have quite a bit of sewing. You sew the wings on, you sew all 4 legs on, and you sew the ears on. The head all the way to the tail is one piece. And then you surface crochet on the little bobble horns. So a little bit of sewing with this guy, but it makes it where you can really customize where the legs are. And he's just so cute. So I'm not sure when this one will release, but I will have Handmade by Jody's Etsy linked down in the description so you can keep an eye on that. For this one, I used Premier Basics Chenille. I'm trying to use up some of that. And then these are 16 millimeter eyes. I think I could have gone a little bigger, but I like the yellow. So very cute. 6 millimeter hook with this as well. I love the little toes. For being so much sewing, it did actually work up pretty quick. Obviously the sewing takes a little while, but all the pieces were pretty straightforward. So there's that guy. So like I said, 4 pattern tests in 2 weeks. So I have officially burnt myself out on pattern tests. I seem to do that. I apply for too many at once and then get overwhelmed. And then I don't want to do it for a while. So that's where I'm at with that. And I also have some patterns kind of coming to life in my head finally. I wrote only 1 pattern last year, and my goal was to write, I think, one a month. So I definitely failed on that goal last year, but I have a whole bunch of things cooking in my head right now that I need to start working on. So I'm going to take a break from pattern testing, and I'm going to work on some of my own patterns and hopefully get those out for you guys. I actually have a goal for this week to finish one, so we'll see how that goes, and I will keep you posted about an upcoming tester call and stuff like that. But I'm really excited to start designing again. I really love it. I've designed patterns for years and years, way back before plush yarn was even a thing. I was designing patterns in sport weight yarn, so I'm excited to have some patterns cooking in my head right now. Ready to get them out on paper and in plushie form. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. All right, so let's open a couple of packages and then we will count the yarn labels from December. So the first package I have here is from What's Up Cupcake. She uses the cutest boxes. I absolutely love her packaging. So she just opened her new website. I will have it linked down below. So she has all of her fun stuff on her new website. And she always does a cute little personalized note. Thank you, Christine. And then it looks like she sent me a free pair of eyes that look very, very pretty. And there's a super cute sticker in there and a little pin. She always has the most fun things to unbox. So really excited about those eyes. They look like 25 millimeter, but so pretty. I'm so excited for those. And then she has her little goodie bag here where she's got her little heart-shaped stitch markers, some stickers, and her business card. And then these are things that I actually ordered. So I got a pack of her eyes. These are 30 millimeters, kind of a rose gold. That blue is gorgeous. I'm so excited to use those. And then the green. And the green is a little different than the one I've ordered in the past, but I think it will be really cute. And these are the size that I use on the splooting patterns. So I definitely have some sploots in mind for making these, making with these. So stay tuned for that. They are so pretty, so sparkly. So those are beautiful. And then I've never used one of these safety eye tools, but I wanted to have one to hang from my Max Carpet Works bag. So after I show you this, I'll grab the bag and I'll show you. but I got a little sunflower shaped one. I just love how she does the colors in these. So it's like a little keychain, and then you can use it to pop the backs on your eyes. So it's a bit of a portable one. So I'm going to use that as a keychain on my bag. And when I was a really small kid, my grandpa used to call me Sunflower. So it's been my nickname kind of off and on throughout the years. So I thought the sunflower was just perfect for me. So gorgeous. So excited. So I'll show you that on the bag in just a minute. And then I already have some Ami sticks, but I couldn't resist these. They were just too cute, and I don't feel like you can have too many, because if you're working on a project that has a bunch of back spikes or something, you need lots of Ami sticks. So I got a new set of Ami sticks. The glare is terrible. It's a little llama. So cute. Look at this packaging. She does everything so well. I'll get these out and show you. Maybe. There we go. Oh, look at him. So cute. I'm so excited to use these. And these are like a lot thinner than the ones I normally use, so they're very lightweight. So cute and colorful. I love them. So thanks again, Christine. I will have her new shop linked down below. She has tons of stitch markers, Ami sticks, eyes, eye tools. I think she's making little notions kits now that are really cute with fun little sayings on the front. So definitely go check out her shop if you're in the market for any fun crochet supplies. And thank you so much. So excited to use all these things. Okay, let me go grab my bag and we'll put the keychain on that real quick, and then we'll open this big bale of yarn. Okay, so here is my Max Carpetworks bag. This is the small version of their project bag. And I haven't showed it recently because I haven't really been traveling much, so I haven't been able to use it. But look how gorgeous that is. I am absolutely obsessed with this. And if you didn't know, I am an affiliate for Max Carpetworks. So they sent me this bag a couple months ago, and I used it as a carry-on to go to Mexico, and it was a perfect carry-on for my yarn projects and everything like that. And I also use it when I do markets. I take it with all my projects and everything in it. It has the nice duck cloth inside with a bunch of pockets. Little yarn fuzz in there. It looks like a spider. But it's got a zipper pocket. There's no zipper up here for your yarn to get caught in. So I'm obsessed with these bags. I have everything pulled out of it right now because I'm using everything. But when I do use it, I pack it full of crochet stuff. So there's that. I have it linked down in my description with a 10% off code if you want to check these out. But so my plan for this, because it's a keychain, let's see, was to do something like that. So it hangs off the front of the bag. The colors definitely make it pop. So I thought that was fun, and that will be my little travel eye attacher. So there's that. I think it's perfect. So there we go. Okay, so now we'll open my Elise Voluto order. So if you haven't ordered Elise Voluto before from Hobby Shoppy, that's where I get mine from. I'll have it linked down in the description. I am also an affiliate for them if you are interested. But they ship it in a vacuum sealed brick that is very heavy. And you have to open it very carefully because the yarn starts to expand almost immediately. So I usually use a razor blade, which is a little bit scary, but I just do it very, very lightly and try to only do one layer at a time, if that makes sense. So let's get this started expanding, and then we'll see. I'm pretty sure I just ordered colors that I already have just to kind of restock after the Christmas order craziness. So here we go. It's just crazy to me how much it expands. Like, look how much bigger that is. It's crazy. So I thought I ordered some black, but I guess I didn't. So I'll have to do another order soon to get some black. But, so we got a lot of white. The green I ran out definitely during Christmas. Some of this light yellow. The gorgeous darker orange. That's the same orange I used for the little fox. So I have some plans to make some different foxes. And then a bunch of the tans. I've been using the tan like crazy. Light pink. This is a darker pink purple color. And then 2 of the purples. So that is my Elise Voluto order. So I'll have to restock that. I still have a whole bunch of yarn over on my floor over here. It won't fit in my cabinet. I've been using tons of Elise Voluto, but I still just have so much random burlap blanket left. Parfait Plush, Premier Basix Chenille I'm trying to use up. So my yarn is on the floor, but it's okay. Okay, and then the last thing I want to go over in this video is the amount of yarn I used in December. If you watch some of my Vlogmas videos and recap videos, I was making custom orders constantly using tons and tons of yarn. So I used a lot of yarn. So let me grab the bag. So I guess now would be a good time to put a guess down in the comments if you want to, how many skeins I used. I can't remember exactly how many I used in November, but I definitely used more than November. So here we go. They were a giant mess in my bag, so I actually already went through and kind of organized them. So here is what we have. Big fan of labels. So here are all the Elise Voluto, and then the rest are Burnout Blanket and Premier. So let's count them up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 20 Elise Voluto skeins. I knew that one would be a lot because I was making lots of the snowy owls and otters and all kinds of things with Elise Voluto. So 20 of those. And then looks like we have 2 Premier Basix Chenille tie-dye, 4 Premier Basix Chenille Brights, 1 Premier Parfait Plush, and then I'm really excited about these 2 Burnout Blanket yarns, both in frosting. So I think that was my mom's Anchor the Octopus, and then the Snowy Owls. I was using lots of that lighter color. So excited to use up some of the Burnout Blanket. So 20 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 29 skeins of yarn in December. So that is really exciting. Awesome to get it out of the shelves. It's fun to watch it go away. Using the smaller skeins of yarn, you go through them a lot faster than the bigger skeins. So that was fun to see. I think going forward for this year, I might just keep track for the whole year instead of doing it monthly. But let me know down in the comments, because now is the time to decide if you'd like to see how much yarn I use every month or just one time at the end of the year. Let me know what you think about that. And I think that is just about all I have to share with you for this video. So let's do a little fox emoji down in the comments for making it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. And one more quick thing. Thank you to all of my new Patreon members. I mentioned in my last video that I had started a Patreon, and we have several members. Thank you so much, you guys. It means the world to me, and your support is going to help so much. So at the end of the video, I will have a little end credits section where all your names will be posted. So I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and you're interested in content like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!